Okay, welcome back. Hello, my name is John, and tonight I will be playing more of Pressure Washer Simulator while you try and sleep. I hope you had a nice day, and I hope you are ready to fall asleep and nice and tucked in and relaxed, and I wish you the best. Alright, let's get started. Today I'll do a few more jobs and try and see how well I can do along the way. Looks like I have to clean this playground. So I'm definitely going to start with something easy like this bench. Oh wow, I did not think it would be that colorful. But it will be soon. Everything just gets unveiled. Oh, you got a blue in there. Oh, a lot of different colors. Very interesting. Very park-like. Alright, let's get this. Probably get underneath before I have to go under later. I hope you had a nice day today. Hopefully it was nice and relaxing, and now you can have a nice and relaxing sleep. Alrighty, coming along. I figured I'll do a few more jobs today during this session. Episode 2, by the way. Not that bad. Got a lot done this past time with cleaning the initial van that I use and cleaning the first backyard and then the second bungalow. So now going into this playscape, and I will see what comes from that, or what comes after. If I get any more job opportunities, of course. There's the van right there. Hopefully just a couple more spots on this. Okay, first item done. Let's try this bin. Very colorful items here at this park. If they were only cleaned. But that's what I'm here for, of course. I'll try and probably just take out some small things first, but it looks like I'm already running out. Yellow nozzle seems to be the most helpful, as always. Not too bad. Except for when I turn the water on, off, when I need it on. It would be a good idea to use water. Clean things. Without it, yeah, they might just stay the same. Alright, can get under here, back here, and then under the whole thing. You should be almost complete. Look at that. Perfect. I'm not even going to bother trying a different nozzle for right now. Now I guess it's time to get underneath. Get these little legs. Do a couple sweeps and I should get the credit. There we go. What's next? Soccer ball? Nope. I'll do the other bin. Hopefully the sprayer is not too loud, but I think it should be alright. I noticed yesterday when I reviewed my footage that I might need to speak a little slower, so I'm sorry about that. But who knows? Any feedback is always welcomed. I would appreciate it. Just like I would appreciate this bin giving me completion around these little spots that I've missed. Having a problem here. Can I get behind it? Oh no. I can't tell what I'm, oh, inside. Okay, there we go. I will have to remember that for next time. I'll go get on the next bench, get this out of the way, and then I guess I will have to move on to the bigger items, unfortunately, which is fine. Everything will get situated soon enough. I'm not sure what I can use my money on or anything like that, so soon enough I'm sure there will be some improvements or upgrades that I can do, or I can do them now and I just don't have a clue. But I haven't really been running into any issues besides me, so that's fine. I just need to check details a little better on these, and I think I will check things off a little quicker. Again, I'm just trying to get the legs and the bench part before I need to go underneath, or the part where you sit on it, and then underneath. Then we should be all complete. Look at the difference though, very big, very telling. Get these little sides over here. Couple sweeps underneath, there we go. Alright, let's get this roundabout seat. I like that green. Green is my favorite color. Looks much better when it isn't dirty. Nice. Very appealing to watch. Alright, so each handlebar will be completed. Almost done with this one. Alright. Well, that's the first stain I've seen, but the yellow nozzle handles it perfectly fine. Okay, finish this piece up. Get a little of this floor plate while I'm here. Right into the next one. Be a little fluent about it if I can. Alrighty. Almost there. Looking better already if I don't say so myself. I think it's if I do say so myself. So, yeah. Alright, next item. There we go, try the hide on me. Not many things can hide from this pressure washer, from what I'm understanding. Next one should be complete. Okay. That is all the handlebars. So now I will do the seat. Complete the seat. I will just have to go underneath and get the inner circle here. Okay, maybe this outer, I'll just do a circle around it real quick. Get these stubborn little spots. There we go, nice. Maybe now move on to the floor plate while I'm here. Then possibly move on to the next. Oh, there's a mount as well. Couple things, so maybe I can go green here if it works. Maybe crouch and then slowly circle around the mount. Nice and easy. Not missing anything, so I don't have to do multiple circles around this. And the green nozzle seems to be handling the workload pretty well so far. But any sign of trouble and I will surely just go back to the yellow nozzle. Not a bad start though, 4% done. I'm not sure what is going to take as long as the bungalow did. I think that will be the longest job that I've had so far. And I would say it's because of the roof. But time will tell. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. I do hope you are able to sleep and sleep well at that. No interrupted anything, and you can wake up in the morning feeling nice and refreshed. Okay, these floor plates are all eye-like sections, so I will just have to complete them section by section, and just like that, it's looking like it's complete. Okay, that was a good portion. We will have to go clean the dinosaur slide. Stego slide. That is nice. I love playing Ark Survival Ascended. I've played it for a very long time, so I've learned quite a bit of dinosaur names over the years, but I'm not too sure if it's the most relaxing gameplay when you have T-Rexes chasing you and everything else under the sun happening to you. But maybe in the future, it depends. Very colorful. A lot of pretty colors in this park. Okay, let's start to hit this side now just a little bit. Pretty intricate, and it seems like this is all one piece, which I am completely fine with. Less confusing. Alright, let's get underneath it a little bit. I can just knock out section by section. A little difficult to get under here, but I will see what's holding me back at the end. Got a couple stains here. I will have to try and go get it from the other side, I guess. There we go. I'll try and get these. Maybe only go about halfway with it for so far, so I can go on the other side. Okay. Looking a bit better now. Maybe I should do this whole slide. The slide portion, get this out of the way. The steps, I'll have to go from the other side of this and clean up the steps. This stego slide has a lot of detail. There's a lot of detail, a lot of colors. I've never seen anything like this before. Looking a bit better. Just so dirty. Okay. I think that will be good enough for now. So now I can go over here and look at that other side that I wasn't able to get, or see if there's anything I missed, which there always will be. Alright, get this purple area. Now I'll start moving down and underneath. Okay. Let's try and get underneath and see how well it works. Looks like I'm about 60-70% complete with this item. It just depends how much it fights me at the end for the last little portion. But I'm pretty sure if I do a good job, it will definitely complete. I think I'm doing alright with this thing so far. Okay. Now we can finish this final back half of it. Get the scales, might be alright. I've been enjoying this. I like these colors that they've added. The other two jobs were kind of bland. This one is looking pretty interesting. Looking a lot better than it was. This item is definitely puts your attention to detail at work. There is a lot going on. But we are slowly getting there. Ooh, thought I was gonna miss that, huh? I thought I was going to too. Get this, get under here, just these little pieces that I missed. Alright, it's looking great. Or better. It will be great very soon, about 15% away. Let me get these. This nice little back and forth action. Spray a little more. Okay. Guess I will have to get inside the slide and hit these scales, and then I might be hearing a ding. I'm not too certain though. Get all this gunk out of there. This slide was actually a mess. Well, what isn't a mess, but this one was. Yeah, very interesting. See if I could change the green to get a little wider of a nozzle. Complete these. Then it should be good to go. I will have to decide what I want to do next. I would like to find another small item because this one was pretty crazy just to check them off, but that is alright. Little horns here. I see underneath here, this will be a nice little portion. Might just have to go to the other side to finish. It might be complete. Okay. That was good news. What is this giant thing? Large blue floor. Okay, small blue floor. Okay. Yellow floor, so a lot of floors. Got it. I think I will start to work on the monkey bars. I think I'll go back to yellow. This thing has some interesting stains. There we go. Get this bottom section here, which also works on the floor. That's a twofer. Alright. We'll probably have to get my little ladder for later on when I have to go higher up, but until then, I will stay on the ground floor. Alrighty. Kind of a lot going on at this park. Be pretty enjoyable if it were cleaned. But it will be enjoyable when it's cleaned, which will be, who knows, pretty soon. 12% done. So the floor is definitely going to be the majority. Get inside this and then get underneath and it might be looking alright. Yeah. This whole section. Pretty good. Missed a spot. I'll go straight down and look for the beep. Nope. No ding. It does not want to give me credit. Okay. It was the whole section. Hit the ladder real quick, or at least whatever I can hit. Hit these. This ladder. Okay. I think I will wait for the top portion until I'm there. I think I will just start doing some of these floors. I have to see if the white nozzle will work. Seems like it. Maybe if I get low. Yeah. I'll just have to do a couple passes. Oh, the floor edge. That's going to take a while, isn't it? We're going to do a lap around the floor edge. Let me see if green will be... Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm happy to take a nice stroll. Actually, if I pick it up a bit... Yeah, it seems to clean. Maybe just a little back and forth, up and down pass as I go by. While crouched, I give it a little more power. Nice and slow, taking our time, trying not to miss anything big. Because I am not too talented at finding the last little area needed to pass the item. But that will improve with time. We're doing a giant loop around this thing. And that's also part of the floor edge. I'm not sure if I've been getting the whole thing or not. And I'm not too sure if I will be taking a second lap around this. Nice and back and forth on it. I think I've gotten maybe a quarter of it done. Little back and forth repetitions. This nozzle works great for this stuff. Multi-purpose. Okay. I know the dog roof from yesterday was multi-purpose. So I've seen multi-purpose, I've seen wood, I've seen window. Well, I guess that would be glass. And then, I don't know, I'm not too sure. But I haven't really I haven't run into many challenges yet with what I've been given. Like the stains that don't want to come off. It's more so just me missing the small parts. I think I can do that. Walk forward a couple feet. You bring this side of the floor edge and then walk backwards and hit the left side. That seems to be doing all right. Okay. Not too bad. I'm excited to see what this looks like after everything is cleaned. All the colors looking nice. People ready to use it instead of whatever condition this is. Floor edge seems to be over halfway done. I'm gonna just keep doing what I'm doing. Just a couple feet at a time. And then backpedal. And then move on to the next portion. This is very detailed. Bunch of passes. Went a little further that time. Okay. I like how this is coming along. Couple more sections of the floor edge, and then the floor edge should be complete. I'm actually looking forward to completing the floor edge because this is hypnotizing. Alright, another nice pass. Green nozzle has been very helpful for this so far. I'm assuming it will get most, yeah, the whole ground surface here is multi-purpose. So green nozzle should be able to help me the majority of the way. This is coming along very nicely. I am not too sure where I started with this, but I see it right ahead. After this corner up here that is approaching, then this will be the last few feet. Look at all the dirt just getting ripped away. Last section here of the floor edge. I hope I did well enough to get a completion. I did not do well enough to get a completion on the first time. Okay, I will have to go and hit the perimeter. This little lower section. Yeah. Maybe I gotta have to crouch and then just walk around it like this. And it will slowly give me my credit. Just like that. Now I am not too certain what I want to do next. But I think I will just start hitting areas. These are all pretty big items, so I can just slowly work on them as I walk around. I do like the back and forth because I don't fully trust. The green nozzle seems to be doing fine, but you can miss one little section and it can plague you until you find it. Looks great as it becomes clean. Okay. Go over to this little section here. We have a large red floor. And they all seem to be connected. Harper Shaw sent me the first message of the day saying, "Did you hear that the mayor's cat, Ulysses, is missing?" Oh, I saw that cat yesterday. The whole town's on the lookout for him in time for the festival. We won't have spring till he's put that hat on. To be honest, if I had to wear that hat, I'd go missing. So I saw that hat, the cat, on top of the shed in that backyard job. And then I said, "Hello, cat," and it left. So maybe that's the cat they were referring to. Otherwise, I have no idea. I'm just here trying to clean a large red floor. It actually looks really nice after it's been washed. I'll just keep doing north-south passes, up and down. Okay, now where is the next portion of this red floor? Seems to be going this way. Let me just carve out the border here. The floor, a large red floor, is not halfway done yet. I wonder which of the floors are the biggest. Hopefully, it's this one. We are up to 22% complete for the park, which is not too bad. Okay, on to the next section of the red floor, the never-ending floor. Very nice. Green nozzle was definitely the way to go for this. Okay, how about where's the next portion? How about over here? Okay, we can go up, we can go over here. Maybe we'll box it. No. A little strange for some of the angles. Oh, we are definitely getting there. Okay, now we will hit this portion. Very nice. I'm getting a little more efficient with these sweeps. Don't mind that spot that I missed right after I said more efficient with the sweeps. At least it's up to maybe, what, 75% now? 80% complete? Oh, this whole section, yeah. This must be the final area. Maybe I can go down here and split it in half and then turn around. Oh, is this all red? Wow. That is a very big red floor. Not sure which color I will do next, but I might as well continue. A bit difficult to do like a fast sweep and not miss anything. So I will just continue to take my time. It's no rush. I have nowhere to be but here at this park to clean. And this is why I would like to get the floor done first, so I don't have to be confused with, see, now I'm cleaning a cargo net, and now I'm doing all these other things. And there's still a decent amount of the large red floor to be cleaned. Maybe about, what, 20 more seconds? One little pass here. Finish this pass here. And then on my way back, you should hear, okay. I heard a ding a little early. Now I'm going to do this yellow area over here. Okay. Yeah, I have noticed if I don't fully take my time with the green nozzle, you will hit some spots, like right there. The yellow nozzle is more forgiving. But that's alright. This yellow floor is barely complete, to be honest. Which I wonder if it's any yellow. I thought they were like sectioned, but I guess it's anything that's yellow. I will just complete this area first. And it seems to be moving along pretty quickly. I don't want to get too far away from where I spray because it seems to fall off. The pressure from the hose seems to fall off pretty quickly with these weaker nozzles compared to yellow and especially red. I've still barely used the red nozzle. Very effective, is very situational. And the only situation I can remember is like a window so far. But time will tell. Okay. Now, just get this little portion. It is slowly but surely getting up there. So maybe it really is only this one yellow floor. And then that yellow floor over there will be a different one, since they are not connected. Just trying to guide my nozzle through it. Get this little outer area. Kind of like mowing the lawn, just in a different way, but the before and after looks nice. Or even vacuuming, I guess, with the back and forth. I've used a pressure washer before, and it's just as appealing watching dirt go away on here as it is to use. Almost done with this section. Almost a third of the way there overall. Couple more sweeps and this should be complete. Now this last little strip, perfect. I'm going to do this small blue floor. Small blue floor is a nice break after the yellow and especially the giant red floor. Nice couple sweeps through. Maybe I'll try and just do a circle around it real quick and get this inner portion knocked off as best I can. There we go. I think this is the end of it right here. Now I'll just simply turn back and clean up the rest. Now I'm going to continue with the floors after this, whichever one piques my interest. Nice and easy. Nice and simple sweeps through. Okay. I'm going to do this next yellow area. Yellow floor circle. I love this. Look at that. Perfect. Just a couple lines through. Nice and easy. Controlled and everything. Let's try this section of it now. Same exact thing. Nice and easy flow. What was that, turquoise? What is this floor? Oh, green. Okay. Get this floor area. Do a couple more sweeps. We're about 70% complete with the yellow floor circle here, which will probably go into another green one after that, or blue. Look at that. It just seems like it was never dirty at all. This is going to look great. Another couple sweeps. Now I'm going to rotate a bit. Very appealing to watch. Okay, beautiful. Now, this is a large blue floor. I don't really... Maybe I'll do this. No, it's all the large blue floor. So I think I will just continue to walk around and get anything I can get and just start slowly knocking portions out. Now I'm going to turn around and go back and try and complete this area. I think that is what I will do until these green stains come up. Then we will have to use the yellow cleaner, Old Faithful. And now I will continue on my walk. I'm not sure if this will be as efficient, but that is quite alright. This is a big portion. Besides the few benches, the trash, the monkey bars and everything, and like the swing set or the playground. Yeah, it's mostly all floor. These are pretty much sectioned off now, so I can just do these. Each of them at a time. Get these little spots that I might miss. Seems like a skill issue. Okay. This large blue floor is about 25% done. If I do a double pass, I don't think I have to crouch. But I still have to be kind of careful that I don't miss anything big. The double pass seems to do pretty well with the green nozzle. Look at that. Nice and slow. These are big items to clean. Well, it gets really narrow in this little section, and then it gets wide again. I'm going to go through this little yellow portion. I see more stains, so I will just go through this normally and then hit it with the yellow nozzle right about now. Okay. Now I will go back to the green nozzle and continue doing my repetitive passes. Look at that, it just looks great. No more dirt. No more garbage. No more muck. No more grime. No more safety hazard, from what that seems like. Okay. I will have to get this. Okay, small blue floor. I'm definitely jumping around a little bit, but that is alright. Keep spraying this. Find the other side that I've missed. Yeah, look at that, all under there. And it does reach to the other side. You do have some decent pressure with this. Small blue floor is almost complete. Maybe this little section and then on the other side of the stego. Yeah, maybe this portion is the last thing. Okay, beautiful. How about the green? This one will be a little difficult just because of the position and the giant stego on top of it. But I think I will be able to get by. I see a stain on the other side, so I'll have to go to yellow. But besides that, I don't see anything crazy that would be keeping us from getting that completion. Just getting over there, changing to yellow, and getting these last stains out of here. The yellow nozzle just takes them away. Perfect. Now I will do this floor. This yellow nozzle gives you freedom to go kind of fast. I might try to turn up the gear real quick for a second and see how well it does. By turning up the gear, I just mean I might try and fly through. Because if you try to go too fast with the white nozzle, it will leave those mist spots behind. But the yellow has a bit more pressure. However, I think the green was still doing fine, minus the stains. Get this little area up here and then turn back and get the rest of it. I guess this yellow floor, I have been confused this entire arc job. But I guess this will be an individual floor as well. Individual yellow floor item. Whatever gets us paid in the end and gets us a happy customer. Okay. Get this last little portion that I missed. And it feels like, yes, feels like we're going to hear a ding. At this slide. This slide is filthy. Yeah, see, this is kind of why I wanted to do the floors first. Because I was not sure how it would interact with the slide and everything. Look at the mess. My favorite, yellow floor circle. That is small. Mayor Jeff Jefferson the 13th. Howdy, Dirt Finder. Put everything on hold. My golf buggy soiled like you wouldn't believe. Doc gave your details to a colleague who needs a hand with her new place in the suburbs. It's the old Dieth place. I didn't read the rest because Dieth place was confusing. Okay. Well, it seems like a few more jobs are coming in now. The mayor has told me to drop everything, but I am going to complete this park first. I think it was the 13th, X111. Good old Roman numerals. Back to orange nozzle and just slowly try and weed out all this dirt. Very nice. 40% cleaned. This might take longer than the bungalow. Seems like job security. Very nice. I like how this is coming along. The before and after is going to be pretty insane. Look at it just shred. The dirt doesn't stand a chance. Maybe now spin it around and continue down the green floor. Turquoise would have been fine, or teal, but I'm sure it's some form of green. Now it's going to go into this bigger area. I see some stains. Yellow nozzle for stains. Yellow nozzle minimum for stains. You have the red nozzle as an option as well, but it will take a little longer than you would probably like. Okay, look at that. Look at that progress while underneath is a disaster. What a mess this is. Oh, it actually sprays pretty far. Wow. Okay, back to green nozzle for the green floor. Okay. Keep getting these section by section. Nice sweep. Look at that mess. Look at this mess. Wow. I hope you're able to find some relaxation while I am over here washing multiple colors of floors. I found another stain that will need the yellow nozzle. Everything just looks so colorful. That's why I gave this portion a little spray. Okay. Now I will go back to the green. All these interesting colors. Back to the yellow real quick for whatever this is. Yeah, see, it just picks that up. With the edging here between floors. Okay, well I see another portion that's dirty right here along with some stains. At least I have the yellow nozzle ready. Okay. Nice and clean. Ooh, look at that. See all those colors? Oh, stools. Well, here's a small item. And possibly just get the stools right here first. No, they're halfway done. We've gotten a little away from the objective. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the green floor. I see more green floor inside here. Okay, how about that? Is looking much better. Do a couple sweeps. Green floor might have another portion to it. Oh wow, look at all these stains. Look at all that. Okay, I think I see the next portion on the other side of this. This might be the last portion of the green floor. I see those stains. Try and see what else I can get without switching yet. Very nice. See if I can just get a chunk out of this. Nope. Okay, so now I will clean here, do this, get that little area. Now we can get these stains here. And I thought we were going to get a voila, but no voila. To see which other section of green, here we go. which other section of green is holding us back. Let's figure out what kind of green, where the green section that's holding us back is. Maybe over here. Maybe these little things. Under there. There we go. Go back to the green nozzle. Beautiful. 48%, almost halfway. Okay. Very nice. Let's try and get these little things if I can while I'm here. But I didn't get underneath these stools enough. Yeah. This final area maybe? No. These stools do not want to give me any love. There we go. There we go. A lower wall, couple lower walls while we're here. What's this, tabletop? Okay. At least we will know that underneath is complete. Okay. Get the top of the table top. Maybe inside over here. Okay. Tabletop complete. Maybe get the slide. Not sure how effective the white nozzle is doing okay with this slide, I guess. I don't really like it though. Alright, down the slide should be clean. Now maybe over here on the edges. This the slide's only 50% complete. Underneath, yeah. See if I can just go up and down a bit. Couple passes. No, it's gonna work a little weird, I guess. That looks much better. Okay, how about that? Yep. Crawl under here to get these little areas. Yeah, see, you got this right here. Got that. I see the corner back there. There's a lot of little areas for this slide. I know we are almost there. There we go. Okay. What do I want to do next? Maybe I'll go back to the floors. Just sweep right through it while I can. This floor is already about, what, 70% complete? So it shouldn't be too bad. I would say this is probably one of the last floors to do. Great. Look at that. Yeah, we're definitely just going to get this floor out of the way. I think I'll go and do my little pass system again if I can. Hit it pretty nice and then go backwards. Okay. Maybe I'll just section this off. There we go. Hit this little strip. Okay. Go back to here and continue forward. Hopefully you are able to relax. I feel pretty relaxed right now as I just watch the dirt fade away. Maybe underneath here. No, I guess it could have had. I was thinking that it might have a stain or two. Does not look like it. Yeah, this is all the blue floor. Oh yeah, then you have this, a climbing wall. It looks like a mess. Make sure we hit every little spot and not miss anything. This floor is almost complete. Couple more sweeps and we should hear our favorite ding. Look at that. I think I'm getting better. Now maybe I can crawl under here, or the pressure will work with me and let me hit. Yeah. Okay. What should we do next? If this is a small blue circle, which it is, then I will gladly do this. I will just try and do some repetitive passing. It would be a little like mowing the lawn. No complaints about the green nozzle when there are no extra stains on the floor. Look at that. Does that not look great or what? I think we have about 35% left of this blue circle. Last little portion incoming right here. Okay, beautiful. I'm gonna go from the blue circle to the yellow circle. Maybe hit this a little bit while I'm here. Wow, what a mess. Oh, tic-tac-toe, huh? Okay. I'm used to these spinning. Don't spin. Alright. Let's continue with the yellow or circle. I guess I'm gonna have to walk into here. Yeah. Get this little portion that's also the yellow floor. I think that is complete from this side. Go finish the rest of it here. Okay, I think we're just about done with this yellow floor circle. They put more of it in here, yeah, a little bit. Maybe on the outside of this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, those corners can be pretty punishing if you miss them. I will just try and get some of these struts real quick before I get distracted by something else. Oh, the tic-tac-toe die are individuals. Okay. You can probably get the side here. This top portion, get inside here. Maybe this back will be... Oh, each individual die, I think. Okay. I'm assuming that I will have to go underneath, yes. Little underneath. Get this last pole and the last die. Wow. Even underneath is an absolute disaster. I see some stains. Okay, so these seem to be all complete. Is good. Just start to hit some random areas again. See if yellow nozzles gets through this. A little bit. This is getting closer to needing the red one. There is a lot going on underneath this playground, or this play set. Aura Smith and Jenny Pebbles. Is this the extraordinary Dr. PowerWash? We got your details from Cal. We've got a dirty something. And then the park warden, I'm not going to bother reading it because it's going to cut me off. And as I said that, the message went away. Something about using a different material for the floor. %60 complete. Maybe on top, yes. Okay, let's try and go around here. Hit this front area so we can get some completions. Okay. Okay. Now can I crawl? I guess I don't have to. Here we go. This nice little corner here, yep. Straight on down. Side to side will finally be utilized here for a second. Yeah, there's some pretty bad stains under this. Nothing we cannot handle though. Just one sweep at a time. Look at that. Okay, these are the support struts. Okay, that was big. See if I have to get more support struts. Gonna be under here, yeah. That was a big one because of the position. Same thing with this one. There must be a decent portion that I'm missing. Maybe it's on top, right? Let's go take a walk. The slide. We're not up the slide. Let's try up the slide this time. These might be the top of the support strut, yeah. There's a lot going on here. Okay. I'm going to go back to the red floor here so I can keep knocking these floors out. Use that playscape is going to be a lot of small items. Nice little area right here. Get this out a bit and then I can start doing my sweeps. Maybe I will complete this one blue wall. Maybe this side. There we go. Okay. I'm going to go back to the small red floor that is not so small. Already about 60% complete, which is not too bad. Get these little streaks that I've missed. Okay. Knocking these things out in a nice, controlled manner. Get those little pieces out of the way. Get this chunk. Turn around. Actually, make sure these little areas are complete. Okay. Now, obviously, this big portion should be the last thing for yet another floor. I like it. It is definitely coming together right now. Complete. Wow. Look at the difference for just all the floors being complete. Very, very colorful. Birds are chirping. People are going to want to visit again. Bring their kids. This climbing pole is pretty interesting. A lot of small little places to miss. Do a couple more sweeps. And that might be about complete. But I'm not sure how high the pressure is going to go. No, the climbing pole still has a bunch. I like it though. At least this bottom area seems to be doing alright. Power trim complete. Okay. Just start to hit a little here, a little there. I will have to come up with a system for these bigger items. Even this, see the ladder? Okay, so those are the monkey bars. I don't think the ladder is too far. There we go. Maybe this right here. Okay. Ladder complete, struts complete. Can I actually go? No. You can do this. Lower walls. Get these walls out of the way. Okay. Maybe this side? Okay. How does this side look? Looks alright so far. There we go. Get this bottom portion here. Very nice. Nice and slow. Okay. I'm thinking this porch strut should be almost done. Maybe underneath. Maybe inside. There we go. Get the pole from this side real quick while I'm over here. This porch strut is not clean. Okay. Not bad at all. I'm gonna try and go crawl and get underneath here. Many, many stains. Soon to be gone. Never to be seen again. Okay, this support strut has not been completed yet. And I can see why. Get the tower trim right here. Work on this. Work on this. Not bad. The bridge will have to be completed. Stairs. Oh, look at these. The yellow nozzle still handles it. Okay. Guess I'll have to do a lot from the outside first. There's still a lot to go. Maybe I can get this cargo net. Do a couple more passes. Maybe I'll have to get underneath it. Get these little sides here. Wonderful. See if I can hit these struts a little bit from down here. Not too bad. Okay. And keep trying to do more things on ground level first. Get yet another tower lower wall done. Or if I can complete all of these, maybe this climbing wall. Look at that, right? Coming right off. Okay. I'm assuming the other side of this will be very dirty. The top? The top does not look too terrible. Get these little side portions. Maybe go inside here. Should be done soon. Look at that. Red. The color red looks really nice when it goes from dirty to clean. Underneath this is going to be fun. See if I can just one thing at a time. Okay, big. Get another tower lower wall done. Very nice. How about this one over here? The tower trim. I am not sure. I did not get this lower wall yet. Okay. slowly moving around. Slowly getting there. Inch by inch. Item by item. Making progress. I know I need to get this, the underneath here, but I might save it for a second because I honestly do not look forward to doing that at all. But it's a part of the job, so it will get complete. Look at the dirt. Look at the mess. Nice and easy. Nice and controlled. All these little cracks. Okay, I think I will do underneath here. Since it is its own item, but not the most fun thing to clean because of the positioning, right? But once you get away from the corners and you aren't so restricted on where you could spray, then everything seems to improve until, well, actually, I was going to say until you run into these stains, but since I am using Old Faithful yellow nozzle, the stains have no chance. Seems to be almost complete. These little cracks. See if we can rid them of dirt. That was big. Okay, what next? These vertical struts, I know I've been slowly cleaning them on each side. Okay, so support struts are complete. This is called a slide guard. Might as well complete this. went from a slide guard to now a slide platform. Use little cracks, get above it, get below it. Okay. And it's not complete yet. I can get this tower tabletop shelter with the yellow. Okay. Maybe we'll have to go inside here. Oh yeah, underneath. Everywhere I go, let's find a small spot that I missed. I'm trying to get this tabletop shelter done. Our tabletop shelter. Here we go. Not too much left. If I can get the majority of the outside on things, so when I go up there, I can do a nice couple sweeps through and get everything. Might as well do this side too. Oh, another strut that needs to be cleaned. Okay. It looks so much better than it did. Get each one of these, and then I can go across. Get the inside here. Nice little sweep down. And I was wondering if the bungalow was longer than this, and I'm going to say there is no way. This seems quite a bit longer. And then I'm sure there will be a while where I'm running around looking for individual things that I may have missed. Okay. Look at that. That picks that up nice. Still just trying to get the outside. Definitely a big improvement. 77% is not that bad. 3/4 of the way done. How nice and shiny they look. Do a nice sweep across here. Missed a couple spots. I think it's the pressure. There is just so much. Okay. See if I can do this panel on the outside. More outside. Bridge guard. Okay. Now, let's try and get some of this area knocked out. Hit these struts. Hit these support struts. Very nice. Okay. The park warden. I don't really know what he's talking about. I'm just trying to clean these struts over here. Beautiful. This strut is almost complete as well. There we go. Okay. Vertical strut. This should almost be complete. Okay. I'm gonna try and do the floor here before I just start tracking footsteps all over the place. I just saw a footstep that may or may not have been mine. A footprint. Almost done with this floor. These little cracks here, this might be the final portion of this. I know we are almost complete. Perfect. Maybe I should just start to do the floor. Look at all the footprints. Get this corner out of the way. One footprint gone. One by one. There are so many. Very nice. Slowly knocking things out. Getting towards completion. 18% left. I don't want to speak too soon because who knows what else comes later, but this has been a pretty big job. I see these stains here. Nice. Let's clean this little portion up. I must have missed. There we go. Okay. Now more support struts. I'm gonna go back to working on the floor. I'm wondering if I could do the monkey bars from here. Looks like I can get the rest of this climbing pole. Or I will have to get completely on top. Which, that's okay. Okay, making some progress here. This last lat. Okay, now the guard itself. Okay. Get this strut. Yeah, yet another support strut. But it has some stains on it. Okay. There are many individual pieces in this job. More vertical struts. Okay. I think I will have to get this from the outside. That was very fluent. Good thing I cleaned the outside first on that portion, because that all went through very fluently. There we go. Wonder if this side will do the same. And it does not seem like it. Maybe. I spoke too soon. I think all of these have been completed. Here we are. I was wondering where I must have missed some. Okay, work on these stains with the yellow Old Faithful nozzle. There should not be too many vertical struts left. Pretty certain when I'm towards the end it will be one of these support struts, or a couple of these support struts that I'm missing. Ooh, what is this? Large bridge guard that I missed. There we go, there we go. Let's see what else I've missed. More vertical struts. I didn't even complete the climbing pole yet. I guess I will have to get on top of it. Oh wow, these things are dirty. Have to stay with the yellow. Okay, let me think here. Let's look. Climbing pole, monkey bars, slide guards. The slide isn't complete. Well, now I'm confused. This should be one of the last upper walls complete. Okay, let's check real quick monkey bars. Monkey bars, tower roof, support struts, tower roofs, tower support strut. And vertical support strut. Which vertical support strut have I missed? This one. Perfect. Let me see what this does. Oh, I don't mind this at all. You can just manually. Especially if it keeps the pressure. That works pretty well. Okay. Try that again over here. This section has many stains. But, as always, absolutely nothing for Old Faithful. Okay, this last portion. Let me see if I can get this from the outside. No. I guess it's time. Might as well, complete the monkey bars. These do not fall off the monkey bars. At this little corner section. In between the individual bars. Gracefully. Without falling. Not bad. 90% complete. This may be longer than the other jobs combined. I would like to complete these monkey bars. underneath, over there. I don't see much more dirt, do you? Beautiful. Okay. I want to get one of these done. Oh. Alright, perfect. Almost complete. However, all of these are gonna kind of be a pain, but that is okay. The pressure holds up pretty well. This roof is gonna be fun. These little nooks. End is near. It looks alright from this side. Alright, maybe underneath. Oh yes, underneath. Okay. Slowly making our way. Being able to use the hose manually works a lot better. Because otherwise you're just shaking everything. It works so much better. If I said it wasn't starting to make me dizzy, I would be lying to you. I was like, damn. Okay. I just want to get one of these roofs done. Okay, let's see what we are going to have to do to complete the roof. Almost there. Maybe a couple more cracks. Or does it want me to go on the other side? Hard to tell. I wonder if I have to get my stool. You see those? Oh, maybe if I go on the outside. Maybe it's the monkey bars section that's throwing me off. Oh. Oh boy. This roof is giving me trouble. Oh, maybe this. There we are. Perfect. I have fallen. Oh, I see right there. First time using the red nozzle today. I wonder if I'm going to have to take this small ladder up there with me. It seems to be just the trick. Okay. On to yet another strut. Alright, let's try my favorite new way of cleaning. Nice controlled sweeps. That works great so far. Okay. 94% there. These support struts are kind of rough because of the positioning. Maybe over here. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Maybe move a little higher. Great. I see one over there that I might need to attend to. It is almost complete. Move this over to the bottom here. I can see it. Oh, I was cleaning. Oh, wow. Yeah, very dirty. I do not know if jumping is efficient, but it's going to be that much more, yeah. Okay. I'm going to just try and get one of these out of the way here. I guess I will have to use this small ladder for the step stool. Or maybe the outside isn't clean enough. That is exactly what it is. Ooh. Running up the ladder here. There we go. Just want to get into this manual spot again. Okay, it's coming along. Okay, so one more support strut. And here it is. I don't think I'm going to be able to complete it from down here, but that's okay. What else is new at this point? Okay. It is coming together very nicely. Now let's try and get up here. Oh, that's where we are. Okay, maybe from the other side to complete it. Does not want me to jump. Incomplete. How about if I stand on the railing? There we go. Okay. Let's start getting this roof while I'm up here. This sweeping action is very nice to watch. I'm wondering if I did underneath here. Majority. So maybe if I go on top of the roof. If it lets me. There we go. Clean this section. Go to the other side. And hopefully we hear a ding. Wow. Yeah. There should be no question that this would be enough to complete it. I lied. I guess it's not. Maybe once I go through these cracks and crevices. Beautiful. Support struts, tower support struts, and roof. So it's that roof. Well, that was very lucky to find it. So that's one of them. And this one. Maybe I can pick up my little handy ladder. Oh, yeah. Okay. Now it's just the roof. And I get to use my new sweeping strategy. Nice and clean. Okay, now maybe turn a little bit. Oh, this one's gonna be fun. Get these little sections here before I move over. This manual sweep setting is amazing. And especially it gets it, you know, kind of a ways away. Okay. 98% complete. I had to say it like that because it's exciting. Because this park has taken forever compared to the other ones. Just fine with me. All these interesting little pieces. Look at that. Just clean off. Look at that. Okay. Last side. I can just get this little portion here. I could probably go on up on it and finish everything. Or maybe I can do it from right here. Okay. So. I like it. Keep sweeping. Couple more sweeps. And we might hear the best noise of the day so far. I don't even know if it's a different noise. But it's going to be great. And it's coming very soon. There we go. Job complete. What a nice looking place. Nice green day. Colorful park. Colorful playscape. Wonderful. Now look at the before and after. Wow. Very nice. Not bad at all. The warden said, "Super job on the playground. Dirt finder." Excuse me. Looking at it now, I'll admit there may have been the odd fleck of dirt here and there. That's crazy. And aren't there just so many colors in this world? Yes, that's true. Too many, perhaps. Anyway, you've got those bleeding worry warts off my back, and for that I cannot thank you enough. Wonderful. Okay, so what is next? Clean the golf cart or clean the detached house? I think I will go with clean the golf cart. This is the mayor. I needed to clean my sorry golf cart. You might have heard about my poor cat Ulysses going missing. We're all frantic with worry, what with the ceremony just round the corner. Okay. I swear I saw him on the golf course, frolicking on the lily pads in the lake by the 13th. Par 3, but I always get a birdie. Ooh, on in one, most likely. By the time I realized it was just a boisterous carp, it was too late. I slammed on the brakes and went tumbling down the slope head over tail. Unfortunate. Don't worry, docs have given me the all clear. That they never seen anyone recover from such a minor incident in so little time. The cart needs a hose down. What a interesting story. Okay, let's try and get this out of the way. Seat cushion, sure. Might as well go yellow the whole way here, I think. Just start spraying some, maybe green. Green will do good. I heard a noise, but I don't know what it did. The tire doesn't want to be clean. There we go. The bumper, huh? Okay, well, let's see. Seat cushion. These cushions. Tire or a hubcap. Yeah, it doesn't like to give me the tires as quick. Here we go. Now we'll move on to this tire and hubcap. Okay. Making moves over here. Must be at the front. There we go. See? There's a couple things. Windshield. Alright, from the inside. Great. Coming together pretty nicely right now. Oh yeah. Body canopy chassis. Body. Chassis. Where on the body? Understand this will be canopy. I can't get on top at the moment. There we go. Get up there. Okay. All right. The body. Where else? Down here? No, where else? There has to be one little spot. Underneath, huh? Oh. No? Oh, back here? There we go. Job complete. Nice little quick job after the playground. Looking at the golf cart now, he says, it's almost like the whole thing never happened. You're a genius, dirt finder. Much obliged. Great. Okay. Well, I think that will wrap up episode 2 for the night. I hope you were able to get some relaxation and fall asleep. If you have any feedback, please leave a comment, a like, and subscribe for more in the future. Good night.